happen to have Mr. Mcluhan right here.
How you ever got to teach a course in anything is totally amazing.
Boy, if life were only like this.
He's much bigger now than I think he ever has been.
The crowd that's now discovering Mcluhan's work doesn't have the hang-ups that the last one did. Doesn't have the same blindness.
Wired was actually reporting on the very things that he anticipated. People, when they first read this, thought, well, I don't know. If you pick this up now and read this, you're like, yeah, that's how it is.
You will go to the telephone, describe your interest or need to your problem. They send you the package as a direct personal service. This is where we're heading under electronic information conditions. Products increasingly are becoming services.
What we experience now isn't direct, it's what we experience through the media. Mcluhan already noticed this. This was the extension of the electronic media that he wrote extensively about.
Mcluhan's style of writing was in the form of electronic text, even though that medium didn't exist at that time.
The global village is wide as the planet and as small as a little town wherever.
The global village came to greater fruition on the web, even though Mcluhan wrote about that in the 1960s.
You could look at media as a lens on society.
My golly, this time goes fast.
Mcluhan foresaw that this was going to be a sweeping social and cultural change.
Why do the wheels keep hurrying us downtown? That it is this obsession with the contents of the file, documents, contracts, data. All of these materials actually could be just as available on closed circuit at home. The nature of instant speeds, telephone, telex, computer, is to decentralize all forms of management and all forms of hardware. A computer literally could run the world from a cottage. But you don't keep moving, you just keep getting more deeply involved. You yourself are fed into the process of living and existence. So existentialism is just another name for this electric circuitry. This circuitry is terribly upsetting. It messes up all the categories. This sudden sense of being fed ever deeper into an ongoing process.
He was observing the human condition, which is a condition in motion, a world in motion, a world of invention, where every new invention changes just about everything that came before it.
As the speed, it gets faster.
As the speed, it gets faster. Our marketing, for example, is way ahead of our production processes. As the speed, it gets faster. You would get a crazy pattern, wouldn't you, in a big orchestra? Where advertising is heading is quite simply into a world where the ad will become a substitute for the product.
The post-romantic nihilism of our culture is make your life a television show. Worse than that, make your life a brand. Put together a kind of personal brand narrative that is you. And there's no self at the center of it anymore. It's just your preferences and your consumer choices and the way you put your ensemble of branded clothing together and the music you listen to and the books you buy. The brand is you.
What kind of a world would you rather live in?
I think that's it.
The world's brightest minds will gather in Toronto this October for the Mcluhan Festival of the Future. It will be an annual event promoting innovative thinking. Thanks for watching. I'm Anne-Marie McDonald. Here's a preview of the next Life and Times. A feminist firebrand.
We were not men haters. Ours was not a rage. It was a passion.
The Life and Times of Nellie Mcluhan, Tuesday night at 7.
A singing legend explores his past.
I dare anybody over 12 to get to these.
And expresses the passion of his new musical style. Gino Vanelli, Canto, Wednesday, June 18th on CBC.
This planet has been visited thousands of times. People have been taken, but we still don't know what they want. This could be the greatest threat the world has ever known.
Something is about to happen. Maybe next week, maybe in 30 years. These visitors, they're moving towards something.
The government knows about this, and they're covering it up in return for something.
It's not right. This is news that belongs to the world.
They've taken us, and they're going to come for us again.
Steven Spielberg presents Taken. Premieres Monday at 8 on CBC.